We can see what you're doing, Meghan, and you are pathetic. And Harry, shame on you. And at this point, it's going to, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the Netflix show? But I tell you, if that show does not do well, which I don't think it will, it is over.
Breaking right now, more shocking information emerging about the truth of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's LA fires disaster tourism, including the fact that TMZ, which has previously been an ally of these two, has now turned. I'll reveal their truth bombs in just a moment. But first, the spin, of course, to People magazine from Team Meghan Markle, quotation Meghan herself. The source says, in regards to the cancellation or the delay of the Netflix series, I don't think she could imagine putting out a show centered on joy and hosting when so many people in her home state no longer have homes to host people in. That's it. That's the extent of the damage control. It's not working. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are now Hollywood pariahs. They are now hated by the woke entertainment industry, the few people who were there for them, because this has hit personally the people in the entertainment industry. There will be no invites for Harry and Meghan to any of the big award ceremonies this year. And even TMZ, the entertainment site which secured those pictures of Harry and Meghan trampling through the home of some family who had lost everything for their sick PR stunt, even TMZ has now turned. P-Dina, the royal YouTube sensation, will be with me for all of the latest analysis stateside in just one moment. But first, let's have a look at this bombshell video.
Got some images that turned into a big controversy this weekend. The images were of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with the mayor of Pasadena walking through some of the rubble, the ruins, what was Altadena, just getting a tour of this. And then after that, they were seen at Jose Andres. The chef was here with his World Kitchen.
They were at the Pasadena Convention Center, where there's it's basically for people who don't have a place to go.
Who've been displaced, and so he's providing food, and they were there volunteering with him. Seemed like they were doing some good, right? Joining the relief effort. Justine Bateman, remember from Family Ties? Now, she does not see it that way at all and has just...
Well, she really went in on them.
Yes, here's what she had to say. Meghan Markle and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved. They are touring the damage. Are they politicians now? They don't live here. They are tourists. Disaster tourists.
So I got to say about this, I found it crazy that there are people, most people cannot get into these areas, especially Altadena, and they don't even know if their homes are still there because they're not letting people in. For Meghan and Harry to show up from Montecito, where they don't have a home there, and they're the ones that get in and they get a tour, for what reason are they getting a tour? So, I mean, I don't know what the ambulance chaser thing means or whatnot, but why are they getting a tour of this? For what purpose? What are they going to do?
Agreed. It does seem like ill use of resources
to
bring them in there.
Let the homeowners in to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not sitting well with people in the community, too, because, look, if you have a celebrity escorted in, beyond the yellow tape, it's kind of like, well, what is their reason? And for them, it's, oh, we want to raise awareness. There is no more awareness that needs to be raised. We know the destruction that happened there. We know that there's 20,000 GoFundMes of people that have lost their home. There is no business for them to look at the destruction.
Wow, P-Dina. An extraordinary reaction. The fact that TMZ, which has been the source for so many of the scoops from Harry and Meghan and Harvey Levin, are just saying enough of this. You have gone too far. Now, of course, You were a Californian, so I imagine this has hit you pretty hard. What do you make of the reaction against Harry and Meghan here?
I just think it's a disaster for them to do what they did, and everyone sees what they're trying to do is to get publicity, PR on the backs of suffering. These are the things that Megan is known to do. This is not the first time that she has done this. And I just think it's poor taste. I really look at what she's done to Harry and how he really isn't royalty. They are not royalty. They're celebrities. And going out there and trying to make yourself appear royal like is laughable because you have no connection to true royalty. There's no extension of what you do that would make sense for you to even be out there to amongst the people, because we always have to remember how this began. This began with Harry and Meghan needing to make money, to be separate from the royal family, to have their own way, to be financially independent. So when I look at that, I see a couple who everything that they do is going to be surrounded by that goal of being independent financially. And so there's a money motive behind it, behind what they do, because they don't have the royal household as an extension to support their work. So it's all for themselves. They're trying to make something mean something, but it doesn't. It just means you're trying to make money. And that's how I look at it. And it's disingenuous, it's sad, it's repulsive, it's in poor taste. And I can't believe Harry is falling for this. I mean, he looked to me like he wasn't even comfortable being out there. He seemed
Look at his
very distant from
face. He's
Meghan. Yeah,
disgusted by
he's
her.
disgusted. I mean, look at how he looks at her and he
Exactly.
looks
It's
away.
like the face P-Dina, remember when she did the despicable sort of mock curtsy in the Netflix series,
Yes,
taking the pee out of
exactly.
his grandmother. But yet he stands there like a pathetic man. Grow up,
Yes,
Harry. And the thing is,
yes, yeah,
P-Dina,
yeah.
like the royals wouldn't do it this way. They would not do it this way. So
No.
I know lots of Americans are saying Harry and Meghan still think they're members of the royal family. No, no, no. No member of the royal family does it like this. Let me tell you what they do. They wait until an appropriate moment where the community is ready, where the community wants them to be present, where they can meet the victims rather than just using a victim's home for a publicity stunt. And P-Dina, they never do it in the midst of a tragedy because they know all that does is make life harder for the first responders. So they only do it once the issue has actually been resolved. Perfect example of that, the Southport massacre here in the UK in July. King Charles and William and Catherine didn't show up for a number of months because things were just too tense at the time. They needed to be resolved. And also, a lot of the meetings, P-Dina, with the victims and the victims' families were done behind closed doors altogether. In Buckingham Palace for King Charles, in private in Southport for William and Catherine, because the royal family will not just use victims, people who are going through a tragedy, for their own pathetic publicity stunt. So it's not just the fact that they are now non-royals. I completely agree with you. They are just celebrities now. It's also the idea that this isn't how the royals do things. This was not
Right.
sensitive. This was not done with the victims, the people of California in mind. This was done with their own PR in mind, and it
Right.
backfired spectacularly.
But what we have to remember, to them, they are an extension of royalty making up their own rules.
Yeah.
So,
They think they're
they're
American
doing this.
royalty, don't they? They
Yeah,
want to be American royalty.
absolutely. She thinks she's American royalty. And a lot of people see what she's about now. I mean, Hollywood is laughing at Harry and Meghan 100% because they can see, because that's what Hollywood is about, PR, publicity. They see what Meghan is doing and doing it on the backs of the people, the celebrities, doubt. No less, excuse me. She's doing it on the backs of the celebrities, doing this whole PR sham Can you imagine how upsetting this is for the celebrities to have someone like Megan come and use their community as a PR stunt? I mean, this woman doesn't have a chance in Hollywood. I'm sorry, it is over. I'm telling you, 100% is over.
There are pariahs now, aren't they, in Hollywood, P-Dina, after
Pariahs,
this?
exactly. I mean, who does this? For me, Dan, I look at it and I think it could have been so much better. It could have been so great for her and Harry. And Harry has just gone downhill. He's not really a man because he should be standing up to this woman. He should be showing her, we don't do this. He's the royal, right? He's the one that knows how to do things. He should be the one standing up and telling his wife what to do, but she is running everything. And and from her running everything, it's bringing them down. It's really not giving them much of a career to run off on, because how are they going to get out of this? How are they going to dig their way out of all these problems to actually make money when the PR disaster is so great? It is such a heavy lift to try to get them out of these circumstances, this image problem that they have now. They cannot overcome this. It's too heavy of a lift for them now. And Harry, is shame on him for not putting his foot down and showing his wife, we don't do this. But
Well,
he
he's a loser
succumbed to
now.
everything. Oh,
He's a loser now.
absolutely.
I'm sorry. Just because he stands there with a snarl on his face, he still allowed himself to be dragged out. He should have said, "No, Meghan, I'm not coming for your latest publicity stunt. No, this is your home state. If you genuinely think this is the best thing to do, then fine. But I am a royal, an actual royal. I am in the line of succession. This is not how our family does things." And the thing is, P-Dina, all of the briefing, all of the attempts to save herself are just completely pathetic. And of course, it's all going to People magazine, it's all going to the New York Post, all the usual suspects. A source to people saying it's sad that the critics are saying she's only doing this to avoid the fires overshadowing her show. The New York Post saying it's offensive to Meghan and Harry that anybody would think this is merely a photo opportunity. Come on, this isn't working. We have judged you. Justine Bateman is speaking on behalf of actors in California who have lost everything. And the fact that Harry and Meghan go to the New York Post and try and say that Justine Bateman is sad and ill-informed is utterly disgusting, because she's not. She's speaking the truth.
She's speaking the truth. And I've always said it takes someone that has a high profile like a Justine Bateman. She's well known in terms behind the camera now. I know she was an actress when she was younger, but she really has her hand in the community of the filmmakers, and she does a lot with the A-listers. And what she says and who she speaks to is resonating to the whole community in Hollywood. And Megan, we needed this. We needed someone of her stature to say this, because she is on point with everything. We have been saying this since Meghan and Harry were in the United Kingdom. They have come to now Hollywood, and they have shown themselves to not be genuine people. They are using people because, like I said, it is to make the money, to be independent from the royal family. This is why they're so desperate. They're making all of these mistakes because trying to hit this, trying to hit that. And every time it's a miss. And the only time that they really were able to be successful is when they were slagging off the royal family in that Netflix documentary. But everything since then has not gone their way. And Justine Bateman sees it. She sees it for what it is. Myself as an actress, I can see it. And Hollywood sees it, because Meghan is in the mindset of an actress who is trying to get publicity. So the things that she says she's doing because she's heartfelt, it's not heartfelt. We can see what you're doing, Megan, and you are pathetic. And Harry, shame on you. And at this point, it's going to, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the Netflix show? But I tell you, if that show does not do well, which I don't think it will, it is over for her in Hollywood. Because, I mean, if you don't have celebrity friends vouching for you, Where is Oprah? Where is Tyler Perry? Where are the people, Serena Williams? Where are these people that are coming out and defending Harry and Meghan? Now, they put out a statement. All they could say, it was sad, it was, offensive, but no one else that really is supposed to be your friend is confirming what Justine Bateman said. You know why? Because they agree with Justine Bateman. Behind closed doors, they agree. And it is, and I've heard, and I've had people reach out to me, Dan, this is the consensus in Hollywood. They're all saying it. You may not hear it as loud as Justine Bateman, but trust me, in the halls of the studios, this is what people are saying. She is a pariah. She is no longer wanted, and it is just a show. It is a soap opera. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching a soap opera because this is not a girl who's going to climb, these walls of celebrity, or walls of A-list status, because she has already shown herself not to be someone that the community can rally behind her because of how she's treated people. It's no secret. She's got a history. She's got a backstory. And the backstory tells you everything you need to know who she is. She's not coming with a fresh face, young, moving to Hollywood. She's done a lot of things to upset a lot of people. And a lot of people are just not happy with how she treated, especially the queen. And I mean, there's a list. I wrote a list, really, of all the people she's offended. And the one thing that I listened to an interview with Jamie Lee Curtis, and I know people, left, right, what all, we all have our views. But the one thing that she did say that resonated with me, the universal sauce of life really is love. And Megan has not shown herself to really, truly love anybody. I mean, you look at how she couldn't even show common decency and love and basic humanity to the queen or to the queen's husband when he was dying in hospital. But they went ahead with the Oprah interview. She hasn't shown love and care to a lot of people. Even the neighbors in Montecito were talking about how she and Harry don't come out and communicate, and they're not a part of the community. This was before the fires. So why now is coming out because of the fire such a big thing on your list to do? It's because you're using people and you don't have love in your heart. That is the problem.
So well put, so beautifully put. And I totally agree. She is a pariah now in Hollywood. That's what all of my American sources are telling me. And of course, I covered the entertainment industry for a very long time. Some suggestion, P-Dina, and this was actually uncovered by Steph the Alter Nerd and Sonia Patterson, that Meghan and Harry's disaster tourism may have actually broken Californian state law as well. What do you make of that?
In terms of them having access to the homes,
Well, yeah,
that
because the thing is, there was this post put out by the Californian Fire Department. But first, it turns out the key to losing weight and keeping it off is not in carbs or fat or even in probiotic-rich foods. No, the end game of having a healthy weight, as well as more energy and a long, healthy life, comes down to a specific switch you can flip in your body to flush out unnecessary calories. Dr. Stephen Gundry is calling this caloric bypass. And by activating this specific process in your body, he's seen thousands of people dramatically improve their health, even at age 50 and beyond. This includes losing weight, getting tons more energy, and returning to the good health they had in their youth once they simply addressed this one key to better health. Not only that, this is actually associated with improved digestion, strong feeling joints and muscles, smoother skin, and healthier lives, meaning it could be the key to a happy life. Dr. Stephen Gundry has lost 70 pounds himself using this research and has kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. His digestive issues are gone, his health is fantastic, and he feels younger and healthier today than he did in his 40s. His video has been watched by over 20 million people to date, and you can watch and learn more about it at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. It's linked at the bottom of this video, but he'll teach you exactly how he has kept his weight off for free at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. Just click in the link, which is in the description box, the show notes below this video, or you can use the QR code, which is on screen right now. But now, back to the show. Saying that the media were not allowed access to private property, and it said, please respect private property owners and the law by avoiding private property and or federally designated areas. Now, Steph, the alternate, actually looked into the specific code, and subsection C said that an unauthorized person could also have committed a misdemeanor. So effectively, the photographer that also doxed the victim's family, by the way, put their address out there for the whole world, was clearly breaking that guideline from the Californian Fire Department, unless Harry and Meghan had specific approval to be there and to bring their photographer there. I think they have gone against what the Californian Fire Department was saying, and it's been put out there. It's state law, Penal Code 409.5 subsection D. Now, I'm not saying that any action will be taken against this, but the problem is Harry and Meghan's argument doesn't stack up here, because if they are truly trying to claim that they didn't set this up, then they would have known the consequences.
Yeah, they would have known. I think the mayor might be getting a lot of backlash from this, because I would think he's the one that has given them this access, that has allowed this to happen. And it's like, why would you want to do that knowing that the homeowners couldn't even go and see their own homes? I mean, what is your vested interest in seeing the homes, the things that have happened? That the homeowners are the ones that need to go see their homes, and they can't even do that. So what makes Meghan think that she should even want to do that? Like, why would you even want to go over the people who own these homes, go over and see their homes and not allow them, and when they can't do it? I would say no, I don't want to do that. If the homeowners can't do it, what purpose would I even have to, just as a regular person? And she really is just a regular person. She has no connection to royalty or anything that would make sense, or to the government that would warrant her the right to go look at these areas. So you just look at how she's trying to overstep boundaries, trying to put herself at a level that she's not really supposed to be at. It's stepping over people's heads. It's trying to show, hey, I have purpose, I have meaning. Forget what the law says, forget what people are saying. I want to go see this. And that's the ego in her head that is giving her, because I'm almost certain, if anything, it was Meghan asking the mayor, and the mayor succumbing to, okay, yes, let's go look, take a look. He would be the one, I think, gets all the backlash for it. Meghan wouldn't.
No, 100%.
But I hope people are saying something about it.
Well, yeah, because the Californian Fire Department could not be any clearer, could they? Yes,
Right.
journalists can do their job, but do not use private property in a disaster zone to further your cause. Because it's not journalism, it is quite rightly pointed out as disaster tourism. And I guess, P-Dina, we've had just the contrast in the past 24 hours between how Meghan Markle does things and how real royalty does things, because still smiling today over the incredible news that the Princess of Wales, Catherine, is in remission from cancer. But she made the announcement, P-Dina, in a way, a bit like I was explaining before, that royals should. It was actually only in about the 5th paragraph of the announcement that she actually said that she was in remission. Everything else was about what she could do to help people suffering from cancer. Meghan, you look at all of those statements delivered to People magazine and to the New York Post, it's me, me, me. I grew up here in California. This is my story. Catherine, it's the total opposite. It's not my story. It's your story. yes, I'm fine, but now this is all about you. And I just thought the contrast couldn't have been more defined.
Yeah, she's very just graceful in everything that she does. And the most important thing that I see though is
Okay,
she
good.
has an aura. We all have an aura about us, and there are certain people you just sense their aura. And Catherine, she has a way about her that is very genuine, and she plays by the rules, and she's listening to the people, and she's there to give comfort and not make it about herself. And I think that's exactly what it is that people are drawn to. That is why she gets such great publicity, because she doesn't seek it. It's just what it is. It comes to her naturally. And when you do that, it's organic. It's not trite. It's there, and people love it. And with Megan, it's forcing. It's saying, I want this, be this, give me access. I want to look and be viewed as someone like a Catherine. But see, that will never happen because she forces it. And Catherine just has something about her. And thank goodness she is the one that married the heir. She is not the one that is appearing someone like Megan, because I think we need this. We need someone like Catherine to really look up to, because I think she gives a lot of comfort and grace and pride to the people, because she's someone that is just doing things the way they should have been done. And she could have been a great friend to Megan, and it just soured. And I'm just very happy for William, and I'm happy that Catherine is in remission right now, and glad that we have such a wonderful example to look up to. It does make following the royal family so much nicer, because you have someone like Catherine who plays by the rules and is very graceful, and she'll always get that support, because of the kind of person she is and the aura she carries. I really, really am drawing closer to her. I think the more I follow her, the more I'm becoming more connected with her. Like when I used to start following Princess Diana, I think Catherine is becoming something very, very special to a lot of people because of what she's gone through and who she is as a person. You just have to admire. And just think about the Hollywood people. They love Catherine. I mean, when I go into the stores, I see Catherine on the cover of the newsstands. They're always talking about her. She is big news here, and people do love her. And the light that she carries will be always so bright. No one will be able to outshine her light, because it's so genuine, and I just love it.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.